You might personally benefit from all of the online shopping that people are doing this year. A law that the governor signed last session turns some of the taxes from those purchases into tax cuts for you. Amy Reed is live tonight to explain how these cuts could continue in the years to come. Amy?
Well, of course, online shopping was already big before the pandemic, but since the pandemic, it's exploded. I talked to the Wisconsin Policy Forum to find out how that could bring a bigger tax cut for Wisconsin taxpayers. Holiday shopping and even the gifts may look a little different this year. The National Retail Federation surveyed shoppers and found 60% of them plan to shop online, up from years before. And 96% of retailers expected online sales at the holidays to increase. That could lead to bigger tax cuts for Wisconsinites down the road. A law the state legislature passed this last session requires that the amount the state collects in sales tax online out-of-state purchases needs to be taken out of income taxes. So more money spent online leads to bigger cuts.
With the increase that we've seen in online sales in 2020, it is now looking like that income tax cut is going to be quite a bit larger than we would have anticipated going into 2020.
The Wisconsin Policy Forum looked into this earlier this year. As of April, we already met projections of $118 million for the year on these taxes, and researchers said that amount could top $200 million by September. Giving that back to taxpayers is unique to Wisconsin.
For a lot of states that just collect these revenues and put them into their general coffers, online sales was kind of a silver lining to 2020. It was kind of like, well, at least that's one area where our tax revenues are actually up.
This could have added relief coming up on what the forum thinks will be the most difficult budget year in a decade. But for taxpayers who also might have had a difficult budget year, it could be a silver lining. Since the State Department of Revenue stops these collections every September, the increase in online shopping around the 2020 holidays won't affect this year's cut, but it would come to play in the future.